So AI is, being promised as a lot of profitability drivers and all kinds of, good things. But what I was struck by in the Gartner report is that they're saying, well, we really see things kind of remaining neutral until 2025. And I was kind of like, wait a minute. On the one hand, you have all these people, a buzz about the tremendous productivity gains we're going to get from AI. And then now Gartner's kind of saying, yeah, but it may take a little longer. And they had some other projections going out to 2030, and maybe by then we'll start to really get some profitable gains, et cetera. What are you guys' thoughts? Just opening up to the whole group here. What are your thoughts on that? Is AI everything it's being promised to, especially in this context of helping to drive profitability and margin, or are we kind of getting a little bit ahead of our skis here?
I think it's a bit of A and a little bit of B. I think
Okay.
there's definitely a lot of promise in AI. I think long term, certainly it will be a part of our daily life. Personally, from my point of view, at least in this intermediate phase, and I think
Hmm.
it's really hard to tell because we're at this point of exponential advancement and growth. But at least for right now, I view it as kind of an augmentation rather than just like whole cloth taking things over and being able to apply that and say like we're going to be able to do this. It's going to be safe. Everything's going to work properly. We're not there. There's a lot of maturing to do. But obviously, we've all seen it as well through the use of OpenAI, having proper prompt engineering.
Right.
You can make some really interesting, impressive things with the AI that exists today. I think there's a lot of questions and concerns regarding ethics and morals. There's still a lot to be decided there. A lot of ground that we need to cover before I think we're quite to the point. So that's kind of a wishy-washy answer.
Gotcha.
But I could see it going both ways, just kind of depending on how things continue to develop over the next several years and how
Hmm.
much we're either wanting to push our foot down on the gas pedal
Right.
or brakes a bit.
Heather, what are your thoughts? Same question.
Well, I always think of things from a people perspective, but if we
Mhm.
take a look at how technology has been adopted in the past, there are always early adopters who get very excited about it and will pick it up right away. But even things like the cell phone had took time to
Mhm.
really for people to figure out how they wanted to use it best. And I think AI is very similar in that way, that there's always going to be a human component.
Mhm.
People are concerned about jobs going away. I think this is very similar to any other technology. Jobs will shift.
Right.
So jobs won't just completely disappear, but there's going to be much more need for people who understand how to use the AI effectively, how to do it safely. There are a lot of considerations that need to be mapped out. And also, it's not just the facts and the data around it, but it's how people feel about it and the comfort level they have with it.
Right.
If you think about, we've all dreamed of sky cars and flying cars, and yet, and autonomous vehicles now are the big thing. It's been in the works for a long time, and as there have been bumps in the road and issues that have come up, it's
Mhm.
slowed way down, and I think that's good. It's great that we have balances and checks in the system,
Mhm.
and part of that is driven by the consumer's discomfort and concerns about legality and ethics and how do I use this in a way that's going to really help me and help our objectives.
I'd agree. I feel like it's an evolution, Ernie. It's a process that's it's a progression essentially, right? And it's
Mhm.
not gonna happen overnight. Tons of data points out there, and it's more about understanding how can we integrate this into our day-to-day life, right? Whether that's to drive greater productivity, optimization, etc. And so it's something that while we're still kind of feeling it out, there is great potential here.